Most people buy new clothes. I make new clothes from old ones. I'm an outlier. The garment that I'm wearing today is actually refashioned. It was originally a jean dress. It had a collar. I removed the collar. Then I took a maternity top which was red in color and I made snowflakes. I just sewed them onto the garments.
40-year-old Agatha Lee has been refashioning her clothes for 8 years now and rarely needs to buy new ones.
I was going through my wardrobe and it was spring cleaning time, and I realized that I was throwing away a lot of good clothes that were of good quality and of very beautiful fabric. And it was then I realized that I could actually make something new again out of these old clothes. So upcycling is basically taking something old and giving it a new lease of life through design. And if you apply it to clothing, it's called refashioning.
Now a stay-at-home mum, Agatha started refashioning her clothes when she was still working full-time for the National Environmental Agency.
I think because work was very stressful, so actually sewing gave me comfort and some peace and calm, so it took me away from my work. Sometimes I involve my son. He can help refashion, it teaches them patience and perseverance. Over the past few years, I found that as we've become more affluent, Singapore has become more of a throwaway society. So we're always chasing for new things like the next bag or new IT technology. And then at the same time, we're throwing away things that are still usable and in good condition. You're basically throwing away your resources because natural resources like energy, water, and other natural materials were used to make those things. If you take a t-shirt, for example, it's been estimated that you need 2,700 litres to make one cotton t-shirt. So that's enough water for one person to drink for at least 3 years. It's a very unsustainable lifestyle. I always look at my wardrobe because it's been found that in a lady's wardrobe, about 30% of the clothes are never worn in 1 year. So it's actually very easy to just go there and see what are the fabrics and patterns that you have. And in terms of inspiration, I window shop. So it's very easy to get ideas from there, or even just to go onto the internet because there's a lot of people who actually share the same interests.
Agatha is currently working on a project to update an old t-shirt with new designs.
What I did originally was to take some stencils and I used a water erasable marker and I marked out raindrops on my t-shirt. I then took some scrap t-shirt fabric. This is actually my husband's old t-shirt. And I pinned it behind the parts where I stenciled the raindrops. And then what I'm doing now is going around the stencil marks with some thread. And because I want to give it a rustic look, I'm going to leave the knot outside. Poke the needle through both layers of the t-shirt, and then you can't pull too tight, because if you pull tight then the whole piece of fabric will wrinkle up. So once you've actually sewn in your stitches, you take a pair of scissors and pinch the top fabric away from the bottom one, okay? And then you cut a hole and you start cutting out your raindrop. Cut it about 5 millimeters away from the edge. So there you go, you have your raindrop. So you continue doing the same thing with the other raindrops that you've stenciled on your t-shirt, and when you've finished, you end up with a new t-shirt.
Agatha also shares her experience refashioning clothes on her blog.
The response has been quite encouraging, and I've never actually received any negative response, although someone has asked me why would I want to spend so much time making something when I could actually go out and buy something from the store. I think it's worth it because it's a sense of fulfillment for me. At the end of the day, I can just open my wardrobe and look at the things that I've made and I can wear them.